sent their kids to London and America on holidays or unclaimed holidays. And who is going to be in Nigeria during the election? The masses, the people. And that's why it hurts me so much that our people do not see what is coming to them. Nigerians do not even understand that every time there is a campaign, look at the tens of millions of people that rush to the arena, even when they know that suicide bombers are going everywhere in the country. They rush to witness these campaigns, and then they rush to the next campaign. And these people, most of them, their families are out. So when we are walking towards 2015, do they care about what might happen? No. They are the ones that have private jets. They have American passports and visas. So when anything is happening, they will be the first to leave the country. So do they care about us? I don't think so. Will they continue with the election? Yes, they will. Because they will make us understand that they have no choice. Even at the state of affairs in the country, they will not stop the election. I totally support the Lower Niger Congress and their agitation to boycott the election. And the slogan is very simple: no referendum, no election. I totally support that because looking at the dynamics that I have enumerated earlier, I do not see why we should allow innocent Nigerians to risk their lives in this current dispensation. So if the referendum is not going to take place, then we do not have any right to go and vote. Because at the end of the day, the dynamics are very clear. If Goodluck Jonathan wins, the violence will escalate. If Buhari wins, we are back to square one. Men will unleash havoc on Nigeria. So either way, we are turning between the shark and the deep blue sea. So with that, why don't we then go back and look at the referendum? Why don't we go back to the National Conference? What did they say? Why don't we implement these things? Why is Nigeria in a hurry to organize an election that we know that the result might not be accepted by either parties, whoever wins? How many Nigerian politicians do you think are credible when they say something and you believe them? Already with the campaigns going on, how many people have been shot dead? In Port Harcourt, they just assassinated one person, one politician. We have seen violence already during the campaigns. And this is just a prelude to the election. So if Jonathan, Goodluck, His Excellency, Goodluck Ebere Jonathan, and Major General Buhari sits on a table over a cup of tea and tell you there's not going to be violence, do you want to believe them? I would not believe them, because Buhari himself has never been an advocate of peace. When he lost the last election, he was there when the Almajiris were running rampage all over the north, killing youth corpers that had nothing to do with the election. Buhari has never been, as far as I am concerned, Buhari has never been an advocate of peace. So for him to sit down, if he ever has sat down with Goodluck Jonathan or has agreed that there won't be violence in the election, we are too mature in Nigeria to believe that. And I would be an exception. And I'm sorry, I wouldn't be an exception to believe that there won't be, because they have signed a memorandum of understanding. It would be nice to say that, or to believe that such a peace pact ever took place and has taken place, and people should believe it. I always use history as a great teacher. How many times have we had elections, and what has happened during, before, and after the election? If Buhari and Goodluck Jonathan ever has sat down to say that there's going to be peace during this election, let's look at the record so far. 3,000 people killed in Borno State, Yobe massacre, violence in Jos PDP bus burnt down, people died. River State, one of the politicians was assassinated. Imo State, there was physical violence. Calabar there was violence. So what are we talking about? Which peace pact did they sign? Is it between Goodluck Jonathan and Buhari? Or are we talking about a peace pact that will make sure that there won't be violence by the supporters of both political parties in this election? That peace pact, as far as I'm concerned, is not worth the paper on which it was written, because it cannot be implemented. If comments have been made in the past and people have been referred to as having made those comments of soaking the nation in blood, how come suddenly there's now a change of tone and people are talking about a peace pact? I do not believe there's an existing peace pact. I do not believe any peace pact will exist and has existed or will continue to exist leading to this election. I would honestly tell you that the Boko Haram situation is a very confusing one. In the first instance, when Boko Haram started, I think people, the leadership in Nigeria felt it would just be one of those things that would go away. It never did. And when Ihejirika came out robustly to make sure that Boko Haram becomes a thing of the past, it was even the northern part of Nigeria that complained so much that Ihejirika was killing off their brothers and sisters in the north and called for his removal. Suddenly, there were now people talking about suing Ihejirika or taking him to the International Court of Justice for human rights, for genocide and all that. Now, suddenly, Ihejirika has been taken off. The question that everybody needs to ask themselves, who is fortifying Boko Haram? The sophistication with which, and the sophistication and the ease with which Boko Haram carries out her activities in Nigeria. How are they getting those weapons? How are they getting those healers buses? How did Boko Haram have access to a military tank to carry out all these activities they are doing? So the situation in Nigeria is very, very, very dynamic, in the sense that the North should live up to the expectation of people, because they know these people. These people live among them. These people eat with them. So they should be able to provide adequate information to the military sources to tackle this thing and bring an end to it. But then the second question is again, do the military have enough sophisticated weapon to fight these people? We saw incursions just last week into Cameroon. 80 people adopted. These guys are walking at the breadth of the northern part of Nigeria with impunity. And the North does not want to take a stand against Boko Haram. If Goodluck Jonathan now pushes the army to see an end to it, they say he's committing genocide against their people. So at the end of the day, the question I asked the northern Nigerian leaders, what do you want? Do you want an end to Boko Haram, or is there another reason for the existence of Boko Haram? These are the questions that people in the North should provide answers to us. Some would say, yes, they are killing Muslims, they are killing Christians. They are killing Nigerians. I don't want to go into the diversity of who is a Muslim or who is a Christian. These people are killing human beings. And we've got a right as responsible, reasonable people to protect the lives of people within our nation. And that is one fundamental human right, that the right to life. And that right must be protected, no matter who is involved. Christian, Muslim, Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, I honestly do not care, but I want to see an end to the violence, and I want to make sure that the citizens of Nigeria can move freely without fear of an attack against their lives.
This is as it stands at the moment in Nigeria, with majority of Nigerians being completely powerless as to be able to bring about change. But then one would ask, one like me would ask, what is the role of the Nigerians living outside Nigeria? What role are they playing? Because this is their country. They live in a country whereby they have freedom. We sat here, we can have this very interview, you can talk freely. But maybe in Nigeria, people are scared of speaking out. But what are the people in diaspora doing?
I'll tell you the honest truth. There's a proverb in Igbo language that says, take the pig to the river, wash the pig, bring the pig back, and the pig will always be the pig because he will go back to the mess. The question you asked me is a very pertinent question, but I tell you the truth. The same Nigerians that you see in Nigeria are the same Nigerians that are living in the United States or wherever they claim they are living currently. The situation here is that we have hundreds of organizations within the UK, in America, but even those organizations are split across, splitting between tribal elements. Now you have everybody, and most Nigerians are loyal to their primordial societies. You cannot take this away. The moment a Nigerian meets you, the first question is, where your name? And automatically he decides how he will relate with you. So the same people are the people living in the United Kingdom. So can you have that unity that you talk about? It's not possible. We have organizations like NIDO, we have like organizations like Kanu. They are doing well in terms of disseminating information, in terms of trying to get Nigerians to reason together and move towards a particular vision. But is that possible? Our people are lockstep. Our people do not care about whatever is happening in Nigeria. You cannot, 3,000 people died. 14 people died in France. Look at the number of people that went out into the streets in the cold to demonstrate, to show solidarity that their human rights cannot be trampled upon. But call for a protest, call for anything, a meeting somewhere in London or anywhere in the United Kingdom. How many people do you think will come? Nigerians will tell you they are going to their cleaning jobs. Nigerians will tell you they are going to the underground services. The IT consultant will tell you it doesn't concern him, he's earning well. The nurses will tell you, oh, they've got people to take care. So the problem with Nigeria is that we do not care about ourselves. And then the next thing is that when other people don't show concern about us, we are the first to complain. How come that 3,000 people died? Where was it on Ben TV? Are there no African channels? Are there no other channels in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, Africa, Nigeria, that can show the world what happened there? Send journalists to the place. Did we see that happen? No. But look at 14 people dying in France. Look at the global campaign. You will say, yes, they've got the sophistication of BBC and all the rest. Yes, but the little we have, how have we been able to use it to disseminate information and inform the world about the pain and sorrow and suffering that our people are going through in Nigeria? I know there was a campaign or a small demonstration in Manchester. How many people turned up? Nigerians in Manchester should be close to 10,000. But when I saw the video of that demonstration, it was not up to 100 people showing up. So how do you reconcile that? The white man cannot take upon your problem. You know where you're wearing the shoes and you know where it pinches you. The black man should get out there and speak for himself and show the world that he cares about his own people before you can now expect others to join. If you do not show concern for your people, why are we complaining about the world not talking about the 3,000 people that died? It is our responsibility to call the attention to the massacre that happened in Nigeria. It is not their responsibility to go to Nigeria, cover it, and show us. No. And this is the problem. Our attitude needs to change. We must take certain things happening in our country very seriously and tell the world what is exactly happening in the country. As it is today, we are not doing that. So I don't know why we expect the world to do what we are not doing for ourselves.